Section 56 of Guidebook of Art, Architecture, and Historic Interests in Pennsylvania. Edited by Margaretta Archambault. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Tatiana Chichilla. Pike County. Formed March 26, 1814. Named for General Zebulon Pike, killed in Canada, 1813. When the chronicler takes up his pen to write of the glories of Pike County in works of art, architecture, and monuments to the departed great, in peace or war, he is somewhat appalled at the dearth of them. The landmarks are what God made, softened and beautified by time. Milford, county seat, population 768, was laid out by John Biddas, 1793, in squares, after pattern of Philadelphia. It rests high above the Delaware River, overlooking a valley of myriad hues that have made the town notable for its quaint, umbrageous beauty and repose. Pioneer settlers were substantial people whose descendants still reside here. It is a popular resort for trout fishing in the spring, vacationists in the summer, and for deer and bird hunting in the fall. Courthouse, brick, French design, built in 1873 in center of town, facing the public square. 2 mortars from the Civil War are in the front lawn. Opposite is the jail, built in 1815 as courthouse and jail, made of native boulders carefully selected for shades and tints. Some are opalescent and show brilliantly in certain lights. A wooden trout 5 feet long, pointing the way of the wind, is as old as the building. Forestry building, probably handsomest village structure of its kind in the United States, erected in 1900 by the late James Wallace Pinchot. Normandy design, native stone. Architects, Hunt and Hunt. In niches are busts of Washington and Franklin. Mortised and alternately are bas-reliefs of F. A. Michaud, 1746 to 1802, author of Flora Boreali Americana, General Lafayette in 1777, and Bernard Palissy, 1506 to 89, potter and writer on botany and forestry. Sculptor, J. F. Weir. The Homestead Library, formerly home of Cyril Pinchot, pure colonial, is in center of town. To the rear is Normandy Cottage, an architectural gem, replica of a peasant's home cottage. Grey Towers, the Pinchot estate, native stone, reproduction of a baronial castle in the Scottish Highlands, crowns the hill about 1,000 feet above Milford. The old Scotch garden with high stone wall is of rare beauty. Yale School of Forestry is on the Pinchot estate, with an echo of the Sawkill Falls. Monument to Tom Quick, the Avenger of the Delaware, is on his birthplace. He killed 99 Indians to avenge the death of his father, who was the first settler in Milford in 1733. The principal denominations are represented in the churches. Old inns are the Chrisman House, built 1810, the Sawkill House, 1823, Southern Colonial, the Dimmick House, 1828. Horace Greeley stopped here in 1840 and later. One of his fondest hopes was the cooperative, community of interest settlement known as the Sylvania Society, which he, with others, organized in 1842 at Greeley. Founded on the sacredness of toil, but the young men, sons of affluent parents, who had been sent there by New Yorkers who bought stock, did not know how to work, nor did they wish to learn, and so they deserted. The Bluff House on the banks of the Delaware, built 1876, commands a fine view. Lawn of Milford Inn is planted with rare shrubs and trees from all parts of the world. The Hermitage has 3 unique bronze sundials. Sculptor, Louis F. Rago. The one depicting Father Time with upraised reaper is beautiful. The Hermit's Glen, so a legend goes, is where an old French hermit of profound knowledge and benevolence found the water of life after a worldwide search. These waters now flow into the lake through 2 bronze masks. 2 cement giants hold up the dam that feeds the lake. Wells Glen lies along the Sawkill Brook. Rhododendrons, wood flowers, and giant hemlocks make it beautiful. Child's Park, back of Dingman's Ferry, given in perpetuity for use of the public by Mrs. G. W. Childs, is a rugged mountain stretch, woodland and meadow. Cataracts and deep pools are in the trout stream that comes through it. Bushkill, another haunt for nature lovers, and Shahola, all remarkable for beautiful falls, glens, caves. In writing of the Delaware Valley, Edmund Clarence Stedman says, "But here there is no swooning of the languid air, and no seeming always afternoon. It is a morning land with every cliff facing the rising sun. The mist and languor are in the grain fields far below. The hills themselves are of the richest, darkest green. The skies are blue and fiery. The air crisp, oxygenated, American. It is no place for lotus eating, but for drinking water of the fountain of youth, till one feels the zest and thrill of a new life that is not unrestful, yet as far as may be from the lethargy of mere repose." Among the artists who have painted here are William M. Chase, J. Alden Weir, Swain Gifford, Carroll Beckwith, Henry Satterley, Charles C. Curran, W. A. Rogers, and Benjamin Constant, France. End of section 56.